We're out at one of our Airbnbs. Probably should cut the grass soon. So it's becoming like a jungle. I was actually considering putting like chickens here, and then they could live in the tree. So I've seen that in other places. Anyways, what I want to talk about in this video is actually the heating of the house. So when we are like buying properties and we want to do something with the heat, then it's a good idea to like do some thinking before we buy the property. How are we going to heat it, and how are we going to heat it most efficiently? So for a lot of people, they just turn off the heat, which is like can be kind of a problem. So the last guest we had here, they turned off the heat because originally it had this heating system with water, and then the main like boiler was heated with like small wooden pillars. We just never really got it to work, and then the price to install a new one was too much, and then we could install like an air to water heater, which is like very popular right now, and it was like a little bit too expensive too, and then we were not sure if there was like any leaks or problems with the pipes. So we already spent like a few $1,000s on trying to fix the pipes that was like heating the house. So instead, what we did was that we like kept the doors open, and then we tried buying aircon to heat the house. So the aircon unit is up there. So it's a Mitsubishi version, doesn't really matter which kind it is. And then we thought, so we'll place it here in the middle, because then the heat can go this way and this way, and that actually works like better than before. So before that, we just had like small electrical heaters. So we have one here. So we had two of these, and they could definitely not heat up the house. So we couldn't really rent it out, short-term rentals. In like from last year, it was from September, October, November, December, we couldn't rent out the house because the small heaters simply could not heat up the house. Then we got the aircon at the end of December, and then after that we were able to rent out the house. So we just used that one, and then in the end, we have now with the bathroom, like we had to put the small one when it was really cold, because else there was simply not enough heat to heat the bathroom. So going forward, I think when we are getting closer to wintertime again, would probably make sense to put another aircon unit here, so it would blow the heat to the bathroom and in here. So the only like thing when you have this kind of setup is that you need to make sure that like everything is open. So it needs to be like an open concept, and you don't want any closed doors if you only want like two of these units heating the entire house. So I was looking at the cost for heating the house. So this one is from last year. So it's from 2023. So here we were paying 2,000 crowns for electricity in the house, and the month after it was like 3,000, and then 3,000, and then we installed this new heater, and then it was, I think it was just one moment. Okay, I organized my mess. So here is the heating bill from like the different periods. So we have this one is from October, and there we paid 2,000, and there the heating simply was not enough to like heat up the house. We need to be aware of like the price for the heating. So that one is variable, right? It changes. So here it was 1 crown, and then here so this is November. Then the bill was 3,000, but actually the price was cheaper. So here it was 0.86 crowns per kilowatt hour. And then we have December. So here, and then you see like the price was 3,144, even though the price was even cheaper. So here it was like 0.84, and all these 3 months we could not rent out the house because it was not possible to heat up the house. But then here we have the one from January. So we installed the heating system, and then we just put it on like full power, and then the price was 2,000 crowns. So the heating price was actually lower here a little bit again, 0.80, but like we saved around 1,000 crowns. So it's like a 30% reduction in price for the heating, and then we were actually able to heat up the house. And then when we go from January to February, then the price for the electricity dropped again to 0.7 crowns. But then here we only paid 1,400. And then like in this period we have like the full heat on, and here again we have the full heat on in March, and then it actually dropped to 900 crowns, but like the price on electricity dropped as well. So so we went from like not being able to heat the house and still paying like 2,000, 3,000 Danish crowns. So that's around $500 per month for the heating, to paying less, and like being able to rent it out and actually get an income from the house. So I just wanted to share that like there's a lot of money to be saved, right, and earned by just making things usable. So this house wasn't really usable back then. Today we have one guest arriving in 1 hour or so. That's staying here for one night. And that's basically it. So that was it from this video. What do you think? Write it in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, by the way, and bye.